With each passing year, education has been influenced by various individuals and circumstances. The Progressive Era, which lasted from 1920 to 1945, was no exception. In this video, we will present a few of the events and characteristics, both big and small, which helped shape education as we know it today.
The Progressive Era saw the emergence of John Dewey, a man whose ideas continue to impact education a century after his birth. He recognized that not all children learn the same way. He established laboratory schools which catered to the individual needs of the students. The teaching methods were tailored to fit the children's unique learning styles. Hilda Nerby said of John Dewey, "He has been to our age what Aristotle was to the later Middle Ages, not a philosopher, but the philosopher." Following in the path of John Dewey, Maria Montessori continued to revolutionize education. She developed education centers which were aptly named Montessori schools. Here, children could learn through hands-on experiences and personal discovery with minimal intervention from teachers. These schools can still be found in the United States. Although evolution is now the dominant theory taught at most schools, it was not always so mainstream. Scopes was a biology teacher from Tennessee who scandalously introduced this concept to his high school class. The Butler Act forbade public school teachers from straying from the commonly accepted creation account. By challenging this law, he was convicted, garnering national attention for his crime. This incident marked the beginning of the academic deviation from the creation narrative. It continues to spark many debates even today. Following the crash of the stock market, national devastation known as the Great Depression began. This adversely affected American education in many ways: layoffs, depleted funding, and salaries for schools and teachers. America's primary focus would shift to more dire necessities such as food and employment. This wouldn't be the first time education was put on hold during the Progressive Era. Alvarez versus the Board of Trustees was the first successful school desegregation court case in the United States. Instead of being mandatorily placed in schools intended to Americanize and assimilate them, Mexican-American students could now be enrolled at regular schools. Frank W. Sear was a university professor who arranged many details pertaining to student transportation. The iconic yellow school buses that we know today developed from his efforts. Although school buses have evolved further since the Progressive Era, the classic yellow has remained. This may seem like a trivial fact, but it represents important steps toward the organization and standardization of student transportation. World War II is undoubtedly the most famous of all events occurring during the Progressive Era. Impacting our country in innumerable ways, the effects on education are often the last to be considered. The next 4 years would require America to devote its resources to the war effort. Teachers and students were drafted or quit their jobs and schooling to join the combat or work in plants. With the shortage of staffing and funds, education was forced to take a back seat as our country faced more imminent issues.